But Jenna. I mean Emma. This is not as tough as you think.
Excuse me? What is that supposed to mean? George? Huh? Wait. What are you telling me? You said we were going away. You said you loved me and I told you me too. What do you mean 1,300 and whatever million dollars? Why, George?
No Jenna. Look, this is just a money thing right now with me, okay? Do the math. We need exactly $1,323,562.
You mean, money?
Jenna, you are 29 years old, right?
Yes. You know I am. Merry Christmas then, you worthless slime bag.
So do the math. That guy in that bar back there? I bet him that basic medical science shows a 29-year-old person would have exactly that number of heartbeats. Yeah. At $1 each. $1 per heartbeat. Jenna. I could get very wealthy selling heart monitors on this. Jenna? Listen.
Oh, okay. 1 billion heartbeats. Got ya. Why don't you just sell body parts for a living, you creep?
Likewise, me too. Merry Christmas to you too. Maybe I shouldn't hang out in bars and the music clubs so much, Emma. But, well, yeah, I had a few drinks with a man. Said he was retired from some government contract at a secret base in Nevada.
Okay. I'm listening. Yeah, and then? So, and then?
Okay, well, the guy was, you might say, loaded. I mean for money. He claimed he had personal control of insane amounts of money associated with this no-good government contract.
What does this have to do with me?
Well, nothing really. It has nothing to do with you, Emma. But you and me are friends, supposedly, and you're the same age. Aside from being gorgeously beautiful. See, according to this, at 29 years, 3 months, 2 days, and about 14 hours, your cheating beating heart has by this time in your life, pumped blood keeping you alive as a living heartbeat on the earth, approximately 1,228,647,200 heartbeats.
So what? That's life, I guess. A billion heartbeats later you finally figure how to turn a buck with your company, and you make a bet, a wager, based on all this? Drunk with some nut job at a bar?
This person, and I just won't tell you his name, but he's a massive pain, okay? I mean, not a nice person. He thinks he can create a high-tech heart monitor device that adjusts the contraction cycle of the human heart to let a person live a strong, healthy and vigorous life to about 200 or even 300 years old.
That's just stupid, George. No one lives forever. And only a certain kind of not nice person would really want to.
You and me are supposedly friends. I guess you'd say I love you 1 billion heartbeats. And that's a lot.
Oh, come on now. Have a heart, George. You don't really love me. You just want a guinea pig to try out your stupid high-tech heart rate adjuster thing. And how the heck would anyone ever figure it out if it works or not anyway? The end user hasn't even been born yet.
Damn, Emma. I never thought of that. You may be right. It may be some kind of scam.
But Georgie?
After all, if the device lets you live 300 years, even if it costs $1 billion trillion.
Wait a minute. George? Oh, never mind. George?
No one would live long enough to prove it. Sounds like some kind of cheap-ass independent movie or something. Damn. Happy New Year. What am I gonna do now? and I was you, you know? Like, what would you do? If I was me, and you were you, Emma? Where did she go?
Maybe I'm the one who is lost here, George. So you bartered away half a lifetime in heartbeats, at $1 each. But that doesn't translate to true, real love, in real life, if you ask me. And also, George, insanity must be only a false freedom to dream of your own immortality. If you or anyone think for even 1 minute that I or any human being would want to be a human guinea pig for your stupid high-tech long-life startup. Or, at such low rate of pay. How much did he offer you? $1 per heartbeat? $1.5 billion? Just, next time, ask permission. That's all.
If I was me, and you were you, Emma, I apologize. Where did she go? The only reason was because you were exactly the same age. And he was challenging me to do the math. So I apologize. I only wanted, you know, I was just
trying to do what, George?
Just forget it, Emma. I apologize, but we found somebody else. I hope we can still be friends. There are lots and lots of other people who are age 29 years, 3 months, 2 days and about 14 hours old. It's a medical thing, for doctors.
Better find somebody pretty stupid, George. Goodbye to you, and don't you call me again.
No problem. Happy New Year. I'm shutting down this link. Please erase the passcode. Because it ruins my life if you have the passcode. And really, in the time it takes to explain what I mean, you have already passed at least another million heartbeats or 2, which would disqualify you. There's a big difference between eternal life or immortality, and a lifespan of a mere 300 years. But that's what this does. The whole thing is a joke. It's a new high-technology medical product. So what we really needed was someone who has already been using the technology for a few hundred years, and that way we can see if it works. Understand? Seriously, I could make a lot of money in 2019 on this deal if we do it right. So Happy New Year. Very Happy New Year.
Where did he go? The guy on the motorcycle? What's his name? Georgie? He's cute, I guess, but I can't understand what he is talking about with 1 million heartbeats. Is he in the music business? You mean he's a cardiologist? And this other guy has a new medical high technology business? What's up with that? What other guy?
George is out for now, Daisy. This is me. Mr. Mativic. With Cardiosensory Extended Lifespan. You signed a contract. Can you hear me?
Cardiosensory Extended Lifespan what?
Cardiosensory Extended Lifespan.
I know who you are, Mr. Mativic. Georgie told me. He said you were a real pain. And where is George? Anywhere? What did you do with him?
Extended Lifespan. Cardiosensory Extended Lifespan. Cardiosensory Extended Lifespan. Cardiosensory Extended Lifespan.
Cardiosensory Extended Lifespan what? Is that some sort of 200-year pacemaker? Didn't Karl Rove have one of those implanted in his mouth? But let me get you straight. For $1 per heartbeat, up to 1.5 billion heartbeats. All I have to do is tell the Federal Medical Approval Committee that I am 300 years old? Do you think they will believe me?
No, Daisy. You only tell the truth. That you are really 29 years old, and so on, and you have been using the cardiosensory lifespan extension, and you feel so great you feel like you could live 300 years.
Sure, George and Emma already told me all about it.
We will fly you out in an airplane from Burbank, then to the panel event in New York. Got it?
Burbank Airport? When? Soon? Okay, Mr. Mativic.
You was me, and I was you, you know? Like, what would you do? If I was me, and you were you, Emma? Where did she go?
The cardiosensory lifespan extension implant is from a company called Atrius Technologies, based in Johannesburg, South Africa. They are a 20-year-in-business high-technology research group, very top-end computer, medical and manufacturing.
Sure, Harry. Sure.
Same sources as Elon Musk, the Tesla guy. But Atrius is a totally different company, don't get confused.
You cannot just pay those girls and models to deceive federal agents for him.
The cardiosensory lifespan extension device supposedly adjusts the function of the human heart, so in theory, a person could live up to 200 or 300 years old. The only problem is, no one has ever lived long enough to prove it, if you get my meaning.
Well, no.
It's all very mysterious. The unit runs to hundreds of millions of dollars to purchase, use rights and medical installation and review by surgeons. So it's popular with the very rich, kings and princes and billionaires or sultans.
So okay Harry, eternal life, sure, sounds religious, but what about me? I'm on vacation. And a long one, too.
Agency has no choice but to regard the whole deal as a sophisticated scam. Not much more than a bogus high-tech medical device startup with big dreams and deep pockets.
As deep as any ocean.
Understand. The crime here is fraud, and not much more.
Then I guess law enforcement will take down Mr. Mativic, or whatever his name really is. He invented the fake technology, runs the company out of South Africa, right? The burden of proof is with the buyer or end user anyway. Buyer beware baby. Not much of a case, Harry, sorry. Class action lawsuit maybe. But if people are that stupid, well, tough I guess.
It's not that simple, Alicia. Fraudulent high-tech sales are one thing. My understanding is that the extended lifespan cardiosensory implant can have amazing health improvements, even quite quickly. The way it works is a mystery. Something to do with perpetual cellular regeneration as an artificial bloodstream. But it's more than a multi-million-dollar fraud. The South African company has been doing unapproved human experiments to move the product ahead faster. And the slums of Soweto or Queensland in South Africa are ripe with eager, hungry guinea pigs, to turn a phrase. Very poor people who would do the experiments for money. So even if the thing works, the method of getting where they have gotten with it is ostensibly immoral and criminal. So my agency is following it all down. We'd like the Attorney General's office and your CDC legal team to bring it forward at the same time. You have to understand, some people actually believe in the thing and figure themselves for 300 years of real, physical life. And they're being taken for millions and millions of dollars. Fraud, like I said. But also lethal.
So there was Daisy, the urban girl. Then Emma, the woman who first met Georgie, in a bar, the guy on the motorcycle. But Emma saw through him. George only got involved on a wager that he could guess the number of heartbeats of a 29-year-old woman. I suppose he thought he was good at math. But not Mativic. He's good at human experiments and stock market IPOs on crap medical technology. But I'm on vacation, Harry. Really. I cannot take any new cases. I am sorry.
Well, you are on surfing vacation, I guess. So, yeah, I understand.
I came, I saw, I went surfing. I love it. If I could live forever out here among the waves and sandy beaches, 300 years would not be enough time to enjoy it all. Best wishes on the case, Harry. I think it's a loser myself. Bye.
Thanks anyway, Alicia. Atrius Technology may just get away with it. Pretty damn hot, I'd say. Pretty damn hot.